Thank you. Sorry about the helicopter noise, but
I didn't even hear that.
oh, it was
No, it didn't get picked up. I didn't hear it at all. I didn't
oh
hear.
wonderful. Because when you
Yeah,
were, it's sort of like always something trying to a challenge.
yeah, to distract you. And even the helicopter noise, your heart went up a little bit and you reacted to
I
that.
know
Oh my
it's
gosh.
true.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and that we're human, and that's that layer. If you know, it's like having a safety net. All the elements of human existence are still going to exist, but you don't feel like if you fall off the rope, you're going to crash and burn and die. You know, you got the comfort of a safety net. And that's, you know, and physiologically speaking, that safety net is inside. You feel like protected. Your body is actually not as volatile, not as reactive, not as you're not always in that fight or flight syndrome. And wow, it's so powerful. I feel it. I'm like joking with people at work and they're like, "What are you smoking?" And I'm like, "Oh my God." So anyway, have a blessed day.
Yes, thank you so much for everything. And this, I think this was good. And we'll kind of add on specifics, but
Oh yeah, this is 101. Then there's going to be 102. Then there's going to be 103.
if they don't
So
understand me at 101, we'll go back and do baby steps, and you can kind of do it bite size because I'm thinking
nice.
maybe in need of that because I love the way
Amen.
you simplify things.
Yeah,
So
I just had a respondent to one of my messenger because I told her I have something for pain management, and she response is, "I smoke weed." So she doesn't really understand
there's
this.
a huge difference between marijuana and
No,
CBD.
I
In
know.
fact,
She
there's a
doesn't
chart.
understand the CBD aspect of it.
We can put the chart on below, but there's lots of endocannabinoids. And THC is marijuana is high THC, while CBD is very low THC,
Yeah,
0.3%. Okay. So that actually is, you know, the entourage effect. It's good to have a little bit, but not more than just a little bit because it's psychotropic and it maybe helps you eat. Like if you have problems with anorexia, but you know, the
right,
CBD has everything. It actually is good for everything. And CBG, which is in the collagen, is good for inflammation and it's anti, you know, well, we can't make medical claims, but you know, when you reduce inflammation, it's amazing what the body can do. And so these other cannabinoids are more powerful. THC just does a couple things. There's
right.
really not that much use for it, but the entourage effect when you have a high CBD. I mean, seizure. Someone was asking me yesterday about seizures, you know, and they wanted to have something with high THC. And I go, no, THC has nothing to do with seizures. You know, not that we make medical claims, but, you know, it's with the CBD receptor, CBD or
Right,
1 and 2. These are the receptors. They don't have
right.
THC.
So yeah, there's a lot of misinformation out there. And that's again part of the channel is to help people understand the differences. You know, that I mean, let's face it, if you can regulate THC and marijuana and you can monetize it, okay, just like alcohol and drugs, you can monetize it, you know, on behalf of the states and, you know, create state dispensaries and all that. And it's a controlled substance, blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't have the health effects that we're talking about. But you, you know, people are, you know, uh, I don't want to say misguided, but they don't necessarily get into the darn camera bugging out on me. They don't apparently I'm not supposed to say this stuff. The darn you know, people don't necessarily take the time to look at the differences. And that's what's important because THC doesn't have any of the health effects. Well, it doesn't have the health effects that we're focused on. Okay. To the degree that, you know, CBD does. And like you said, there's no THC receptors in the body. So it's just another one of those things where, oh, take this drug. Okay, it's going to help you. And then, you have anxiety from it. It doesn't really help. You start consuming more. Then you start adding stuff to it because it's not really working in the way that you think it should or expect it to. It's terrible. It's just terrible.
Well, there's a misinformation. I think it's a way to cloud the benefits of CBD is to mix in THC and marijuana and make people think it's the same thing. That's a misinformation campaign, because if people think, oh, that's marijuana, they're going to just throw out the baby with the bathwater.
Right.
When a 0.3% THC is actually beneficial. But marijuana has ruined or made people scared to take
CBD. Exactly. So if you're in the business of provisioning synthetics, for clothing, for whatever, drugs, pharmaceuticals, food, if you're in the business of provisioning synthetics, and then you can introduce something like marijuana, as they did, to destroy the CBD business, okay, and encourage the synthetics, then it's unfortunate, but
well, that's what was done. It was like they actually put the marijuana and they demonized people, of different countries, and just kind of like it was a misinformation campaign, and it was the prequel of making hemp illegal because of competition in the synthetic world that they can patent and bill for, and make money off the patent. So marijuana preceded the legalization of all hemp, but that was the whole point, is like to give something that really didn't do something good but was related, and actually throw out the baby with the bathwater because it was a threat.
Yeah, it looks the same.
Part of the sector of the economy that they wanted to have control over.
Yep. Yeah, and it looks the same, smells the same. I mean, you can't tell one from the other technically, unless you test it. So
people don't know, they don't understand.
Yeah, because Linda just says I smoke marijuana for pain, and it's like, no, that's not how it works. She thinks that's an answer. Like, I already use CBD, I smoke marijuana, but you're not using CBD. It's completely different. So
yes, it's a cousin. It's related. It's actually that the CBG is the mother of all endocannabinoids, and it's a precursor for CBD, but also THC, CBN, all the different byproducts. The mother is the CBG, and they've isolated that too, and that has wonderful anti-inflammatory properties.
Okay.
But essentially, so it's a root, and then it's a tree.
Yeah, CBG is in our full spectrum, though, right? Or not?
It's actually in the collagen.
Oh, okay.
They actually put it with the collagen, which is a wonderful layer. And the collagen is, if you can reduce the inflammation and you could rebuild the building blocks with collagen, which is our body is built on collagen peptides. That's basically what our body is, the structure of everything. It's the scaffolding. It's like the rebar, okay? When a big building, so it's a foundation. I mean, we're all making cells, but the cells make tissues, and these tissues are the scaffolding of the body.
Nice.
So that's what's so nice about merging CBG and collagen and minerals, because all of it's an all-inclusive. All together is more than just any collagen, because you can get collagen by the tub at Costco. In fact, I was taking that and I substituted, and I have a before and after I can post, I was taking collagen by substituting the collagen because it has such high quality, complete, and it's merged with CBG and vitamin C and minerals and vitamin E and olive leaf extract and quieja. All of that stuff actually enhances it and allows it better absorption and allows your body to rebuild better, because you're reducing that inflammation, and it's an antioxidant, and you can rebuild.
Wow. Well, as you can tell, my camera's blinking back and forth. So, all right, Heavenly Father, thanks again for this segment of Good Health 102 CBD versus marijuana, and good stuff, Susan. And this is, I think we're pretty much done with the foundation of the skyscraper here. So if you can do the links and all that, that would be or not links, but the email and